If the world was coming to an end, he thought, surely it would be now, while he was at his most wicked. Laying belly down in dirt, mud caked to his pores and sweat still garnishing his brow. His movements remained gentle like delicate rice paper, making sure not to cut too sharply in any direction, just waiting, waiting, waiting. In his sight, she too knew that something was coming from the heavens itself as the sun sought to shield its face from her light. Being too ashamed of its forecast to stare directly into the large eyes of a child, looking to be saved, waiting for directions, waiting for some adult somewhere to be honest, to be caring, to have mercy. Shh, little one, don't cry. It's not your fault. It's the war. Prayer 1. He looked between blades of grass pushing themselves forth from polluted soil to touch air choking itself on genocide, and meditated on the meaning of irony as quickly he rose and pushed off from bloodstains and shit, screaming in a voice that needed more oxygen so that maybe he would think more clearly, maybe he would think more fairly, maybe he should think this is all wrong. Running, now, now, now. On torn leather boots, meant to be impervious to the universe, today allowed him to feel every granule of dirt and crushed microplant that attempted to be the rose that grew from desert, but no roses would be televised from this desert. She was scared, but felt the coming winds as he pushed her back inside the house. Sister crying in the corner, a second man grabs her by the arm and she shouts and shot a glass back further inside the house, but it would be all right. She didn't know that it would be all right. Mom gone, father missing, probably by the same men. She watched them seal the windows up from the daylight that had already tried to forget they were there, and in some foul language no one but he speaks, he orders them to move everything. She nods. She shakes, understanding without even knowing where the breaks in his words are. Glances over at her sister, united since they shared the safety of the womb. Nightmares had taken her to this place before, but only in the middle of the night when her father was there to wake her. One shoulder bare, 2 shoulders, 4 shoulders. 2 bodies shivering in air that is warm enough to make brain cells alive, in air that foreign lungs inhale far too quickly with gunpowder to be sane. He signals his teammate to take the sister in the next room over as fevered rage blocked his eyesight from really seeing that she was not the murderer of his childhood friend. Seeing she was not some dictator who killed thousands of men. She was not some leader who would use his weapons against him. He couldn't see that she was just a girl waiting for her father to come home and for her mother to throw her arms about her. Whole time, she just kept hearing screams in the next room from a sister. Whole time she just kept hearing screams in the next room over, just screaming, screaming, screaming. Threw her back on the floor when he was done, his used-up slut at 7 years old. Bound her hands, tears, shit, and blood, just waiting, waiting, waiting. He and his comrade linger outside moments later, the molecules around them now 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit after getting rid of the evidence of the enemy. Up with thick black smoke, out with fire. No screaming this time. Blast sound off in the distance. Run, now, now, now. Home now. Away from the poisonous air that crept into his judgment. Stopped speaking, just mumbling. Refuses to touch his wife and look his daughters in the eye. How could he explain himself? Who was he then? How could he explain that self? Just cries and sleeps, just expelled more blood and shit. Throws up and nearly drowns himself. Prayer 2. If you're still watching, please forgive me. For my soul was not in the desert, and my body would rather die than be home. Whispers from a small tongue, gone before her time, but wiser than her age, interjects his prayer. Shh, little one. Don't cry. Don't cry, it's not your fault. It's the war. And you know, I will forgive you. May God forgive you. And she just sings him to sleep with the same song her mother had given to her when she had been afraid. Thank you.